We all want the absolute best for the people we love, especially as they get older. But what happens when their needs start to grow and they need more support than we can give? Well, today, we're going to talk about a better way to approach home healthcare, one that really honors their independence and honestly brings peace of mind to the whole family. For so many families, right here in Wilmington, this question is everything. You can see it, that deep, deep desire to stay in the home they built, the place with all the memories. But there's also that worry about staying safe and independent. It's a tough spot to be in for sure. Yeah, it's a real balancing act, isn't it? But what if getting support didn't mean giving up control? What if home health care could actually be a tool for empowerment, not a limitation? That's the big mindset shift we're diving into. And this is exactly where a modern, personalized approach to home healthcare makes all the difference. Companies like Pleasant Vine Home Care and Wilmington are totally changing the game by putting the person, not some generic checklist, at the very heart of everything they do. So the key idea here is something called person-centered care. It sounds a little formal, but what does it actually mean? Well, just imagine a caregiver who shows up and already knows your dad loves listening to jazz in the afternoon, or that your mom has to have her tea a certain way. See, that's the difference. It's about connection, not just tasks. That's the real power of person-centered home health care. I mean, just look at the comparison here. It's night and day, right? On one side, you have this cold, almost clinical approach that can make someone feel like just another patient. But on the other, you have real human connection that builds trust and well-being. This is exactly what makes personalized home health care, like the kind Pleasant Vine Home Care provides, so incredibly different. Because let's be real, home is so much more than just a building. It's a sanctuary, right? It's filled with memories, it's where we feel most comfortable, it's part of who we are. Helping our loved ones stay in their own homes isn't just about providing care, it's about helping them hold on to their identity. Okay, so this whole philosophy of personalized home health care sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like day to day? Let's break down the actual services that bring it to life and see how a provider like Pleasant Vine Home Care really makes an impact for families here in Wilmington. All right, first up are the absolute essentials. The everyday things that most of us just do without a second thought. In home healthcare, they call these activities of daily living, or ADLs. They're the bedrock of a dignified, healthy life, and getting respectful, thoughtful help with them is just crucial. And then you've got all the things that turn a house into a home: a warm meal, a tidy living space, and just knowing that the grocery shopping is handled. High-quality home healthcare pays attention to these details because, honestly, they make a huge difference in someone's daily comfort and safety. But truly great home healthcare goes even deeper. We're talking about patient, specialized support for those dealing with memory loss. We're talking about making sure medications are taken correctly every single time. And maybe most importantly, we're talking about the simple, incredible gift of companionship to fight off loneliness. It's why Pleasant Vine Home Care provides options like live-in or 24-hour care so families have that peace of mind. So, as you can probably tell by now, this is way more than just a list of services. It's a whole philosophy, and it's driven by a powerful belief in compassion. And that right there is what separates a good home healthcare provider from a truly exceptional one, like Pleasant Vine Home Care. You know, this isn't just some clever tagline. It's a real promise. It's a commitment to building actual relationships. Relationships based on trust, respect, and a genuine wish to make someone's life better. That's the whole foundation of their home healthcare philosophy. And hey, let's not forget about the family caregivers. You are the unsung heroes in all of this. And you need support too. That's why things like respite care are so incredibly important. It gives you a chance to step back and recharge, knowing your loved one is in amazing hands. The best home health care really does support the entire family. When you boil it all down, it really comes back to this. The best home health care doesn't feel like a service you hire. It feels more like a partnership or even a friendship. It's a genuine human connection built on a foundation of respect and knowing you can count on them. So, what's the ultimate goal of all this? It's not just about getting by or surviving. It's about thriving. It's about creating an environment where our loved ones in Wilmington can keep living full, meaningful lives right in the comfort of the place they know and love best. This is about so much more than just a helping hand. It's about protecting someone's dignity, championing their independence, and wrapping them in a sense of comfort and security that allows them to truly live their best life, right where they belong. So, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. What would it actually feel like for you and your family to know your loved one is not just safe, but genuinely happy? To have that true peace of mind that comes from knowing they're being supported by home healthcare professionals who care as deeply as you do. That really is the promise of personalized home healthcare, and it's a promise that's absolutely worth exploring.